All right, so if there was a top 10 of the worst advice that is out there for entrepreneurs, solopreneurs, I'll say this has to be like number one. Following your passion is, if you really think about it, it's kind of like saying you're so into your mind and your own thoughts that you believe. I guess I can't really say that, but it's kind of like saying, okay, just because you're passionate about something, that means other people are going to feel that same passion and be willing to depart with their money in order for you to make your business idea work. And it just doesn't work in real time. I never thought about that. Like when I was looking to start a business, I didn't start with, now I do it a little bit differently, but I didn't think about, okay, what am I so passionate about doing, and then just going from there. It was really trying to figure out, okay, what ideas out there are already like proven. Because I remember I did that Google search, and I was like looking up just different things, like, okay, what type of, I remember I was looking up like what type of jobs, or what type of businesses can you start where you don't really need a degree or something like that. And but it was always about what's functional, what's actually working, what's needed. That's what I always focused on. I never really cared about it. Just didn't hit my mind to figure out, okay, what do you already like to do, and then go from there. Because and I'm sure you've heard this before as well. If you focus on what you're passionate about, you're kind of, it's like flipping the whole model of being of service to other people, which is a business to serve other people. And you're thinking about, okay, how can I be served first in a way, and hopefully other people can buy into it. It doesn't really make any sense. So that's like that. Yeah, that's one of the worst advice that I always see online. I don't think they do it too much. I remember I saw a video by Mark Cuban. Now, Mark Cuban has been in the news recently, stomping for Kamala, and I mean, just saying some wild stuff. But I remember one of the videos he was talking about. He was doing a Q&A, and he was asking people, okay, like he was just answering questions, and people were sending their questions, and he would answer it on video. And I remember someone sent in, okay, what should I do, like, to start a business? What's the best business idea, or something like that? And I remember he said that, yeah, just start, do what you're passionate about, and just go from there. And I was just like, man, that is the freaking worst. That's the worst shit you could tell somebody. Like, it just, I don't even, I don't know what. I don't think did he ever start like a business from scratch, like not with like money. Hold on, I'm actually curious because, so one thing I realized, you're gonna have a lot of successful people, business people, and a lot of them do interviews, a lot of them get on, start their own channels, and then they start talking. The problem is they start talking from where they are in this day and age, kind of that mindset. They kind of forget about where they started or how it was a different world back then. And they start putting out advice that's just unrealistic. Like one of the other pieces of advice is I heard, I forget, Gary Vaynerchuk or something. I remember he was talking about how, yeah, you need to be posting 6 times a day every day. And I'm like, that's not practical. Like most people got jobs. Like most people are doing something, unless you have like venture capital money where someone invests into your business. Okay, then you get that freedom. But most likely, who got the time to be posting 6 times a day? Now I know with AI you can like schedule everything out, but he was talking about at that in that video. He was talking about doing it yourself. You need to set up your schedule. So I'm like, come on, man, that's not realistic. But I'm just curious about Mark Cuban. Where's this dude's Wikipedia? Where's this dude? I'm just trying to see how this dude gets. Okay, here we go. Business career. Okay, 82. Cuban moved to Dallas, Texas, where he was the first, where he found his first job as a bartender. Okay. And then as a salesperson for your business software, one of the earliest PC software retailers in Dallas. He was fired less than a year later after meeting with a client to procure new business instead of opening a store. Oh, okay. So he was doing his own thing. Okay. Um, Come on. The company was an early proponent of technologies such as carbon copy. Here, I'm gonna do this so you can see what I'm reading. 1995, Cuban fellow Indiana. Okay, I'm just trying to see. Okay, he said he did broadcast has grown by 1999. He's going to 330. I'm trying to see where he got started. So it seemed like combine their mutual interests. It seemed like they always had money to spend. But regardless, the whole point I'm trying to say is, he basically was just telling people, yeah, just start with your passion and whatever. Like a lot of this information and tips online is just it's just repeated over and over. No one, a lot of times you don't know where the source came from, and it sounds good, it sounds motivating, but when you start getting right down into the mud, it doesn't turn out that way. It's a lot more harder. The world is always changing. Interests are always changing. Trends are always changing. It's not always going to be what you think is hot right now at the moment. And you definitely got to be aware of that. Like it's just terrible advice. When you're focusing on your passion, also, you're not really thinking straight. So you're not really thinking about the money because you're already passionate about it. Your emotions are inside of like your emotions are already involved more than it should be, and then you're not really looking at okay, what's the what's the return on investment that I'm getting from this business? Is it really helpful? Is it beneficial? That can start to mess up, and then most small companies have financial issues. So um, the profitability percentages and stuff like that. You're not really thinking about it because you really want to make it work. It's not a good move. So instead of focus on the you should always be focused on what problems are already there in the marketplace. Just keep it simple. All this stuff can be really simple. Like from just what I gather, what I learned, even when I was looking for a business to first start, you just start with what need is out there, what is critical, what is on the top of people's minds, depending on which niche or what area you're in. And then once you figure that out, then you start seeing, okay, what are some creative ways that I can solve that problem, which will make me different or make me unique selling proposition or whatever, all that stuff. If you go down that route, then you'll be in a better position to have something that to offer something that people actually want, rather than something that you think is good in your mind. And when it comes to the marketplace, people are like, yeah, I don't really care like that. So let me know your thoughts. If you agree, disagree, love to hear it in the comment section. I'll see you in the next one.